Juan Castellanos. So on the same video, there's an interview where they interview Nacho Barastain. David Faitelson interviews him, and he speaks about a lot of different things. Here you go. I'm going to translate it as best as I can. He's asking if it's easy to train Chavez Jr. He said no. We got to show him that it's not all about exchanging punches. It's also about defense. Defense is the most important thing, because with defense, you have a long career and you take less punishment. Chavez does he have a lot of defects? Yes, he does. He's been abandoned by a coach that hasn't showed him any kind of detail in boxing. How to move his shoulders, his waist, his feet, his, the hierarchy of punches. He hasn't showed him the correct hierarchy of punches. Has Chavez Jr. made a mistake by being an inside fighter too much? Yes, I believe he has. And we're trying to show him the real way to do things. And if we insist on showing him the right way, in a year he'll be ready. But we don't have a year. So what are we going to do? The fight is on the 6th of May. Well, yes, his career doesn't end on the 6th of May. But after that, if we win, if we're victorious in this fight, we'll have harder fights to do. So Nacho Barastain actually spoke about coach not showing him the right way. And at first, I was gonna make this video throwing jabs at Freddie Roach, but you know what? I actually ran across another video where it's talking about Chavez Jr. already tried to actually abandon camp early and take off to Las Vegas, and keep training over there. So the headline on the video, it was saying that Nacho was thinking about quitting on Junior, but later on it said he convinced him to finish camp there in Atomi, where they're training. So I was gonna make jabs at Freddie Roach, but running into that other video made me reflect a little bit on, whose fault it really was. And when you think about it, Chavez Jr. was never disciplined. Roach spoke that he only trained 6 times for that one fight. So you can't blame it all on Roach. Maybe. But the things I do believe is, the Nacho saying is correct, is that Freddie Roach, even if Chavez Jr. would have trained with him, Freddie Roach wouldn't have showed him how to be a complete fighter. He wouldn't have showed him any kind of defense, anything like that. And it's true, I think Nacho Barastain shows fighters the correct way to do it. Juan Castellanos.